NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. First down carry here for Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Brewer. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he won't get much. maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the gun on third down. Brewer, he's got the hook up to Lee. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early, this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now a handoff. Johnson. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Here we go now. Green 39, green 39. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set. Green 39, green 39.
Operating from the gun. Brewer. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319, 319. Gone, 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 gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw. Brewer. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Brewer throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
The Bucs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, But that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And out come the Dolphins now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Left side caught by Diggs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Brewer. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down. Brewer. A hit as he throws there incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Bucs on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Brewer. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Gun! Now let's go! 319! 319! Gun!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker room. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. Does that happen to you before? No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Gun!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Gun.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Brewer. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquise Lee with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Mahomes will try again on second down, and it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Green.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Freeman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brewer throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
And they'll go on the ground. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back now in Miami. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
To throw on second down. Brewer. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go now. Blue.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Brewer. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. Third down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Set. 319. 319.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And they'll go on the ground. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He connected on his first, this from 41. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace, ace.
He's back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left, want to save it.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mahomes now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception.